Wickedness. Wicked. People are just wicked in this world. Wickedness. You want to touch another person's child and you have the nerve, the effrontery. Please, this video that you're about to watch, there might be some sensitive, triggering pictures, words that could potentially be a trigger to you. So please, you can feel free to opt out of the video if it's just too sensitive, too much for you.
Is abuse in African schools, which I think people really downplay because it is horrible. As early as I can remember, when I was like 7, 8, 9, us being made to kneel down on like hot pavements, like hard ground, like with stones and stuff, and like being beaten with like pipe, like the pipe used to water your plants, like the hose. My hands are literally cut and I'm bleeding. The whole thing, and we used to think it is so normal. We thought it was just a normal thing that happens everywhere. And I was wearing this long sheer dress. It was see-through, but there was like the undercover, which only reached my knees. So I walk in and he told me, "You're late." I was late because I was from church. He told me, "You're late, and you're late looking like a prostitute." And all these things, we used to think it's so normal, and we just went through it, and I didn't even realize it until I left the place, until I told like my foreign friends about what had happened, and they're like, "You were literally abused." How normal they make you think it is, and they make you think they're disciplining you when they're abusing you and putting trauma into your life that it takes so long to let out.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Faith, and if this is your first time visiting, you're most definitely welcome. If you're also a returning viewer, I thank you for coming back to watch my video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button down below, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified for whenever I post a new video. As you can see by the title in my today's video, we will be addressing a very important topic that has kind of been on my mind to talk about and also been around social media for a few days now. If you don't know about this story, it's a young boy in a boarding school in Nigeria. He's about 12 years old, and he was beaten so badly to a point that this boy lost his life. I do want to shed light on the case that happened itself, but I also want to shed light on a bigger and more broader issue, which is the culture surrounding boarding schools in Nigeria or possibly even Africa in general. I myself did attend a boarding school, so I could speak shedding light on some experiences and then also experiences of my friends, some people that I had conversations with that went to other boarding schools. Believe it or not, this is not new. It's so terrible as to what happened to this young boy, and I'm sending condolences to his family, friends, and people that were really close to him. This story, this situation has been happening for a long time. The whole story of a senior boy or girl beating up a little kid, 10, 11, 12 years old, just for minor little incidents that happen, is very common. It happens all the time, and we need to start addressing those situations. I took some notes so that I will not keep rambling and go off topic here, so that I could convey this message appropriately. So one of the first things that I want to talk about is, yes, a lot of people make the argument that boarding schools in Nigeria are one of the best schools you should go to. You can make your debate on that. That's not my problem. One of the things I want to say is that people do assume that if you send your child to a boarding school, the discipline and you know, just the level of discipline that your kid has is just going to be better than anybody else who went to a day school or who went to a school that, you know, they went back home every day. But one of the things I do want to highlight is that bullying and abuse is what is a huge chunk, it's a huge piece of the pie on what raises your kid when you send them to a boarding school. The whole idea of being silent when you're being abused or you've been humiliated or bullied in school is very common. And I'm telling you, if you're watching this video and you went to a boarding school, you have your own story. You have your own experience. And the sad thing is, we keep on living those lives. Like, we keep on living like those things are not common. And kids are still experiencing that till today. It's so unfortunate, so sad as to what happened to this little boy, that he had to lose his life. For so many people to become more aware and bring this to the public. I heard that the school has been closed down by the Lagos state government, and a lot of the kids involved that really hurt this boy, I heard that some of them, they were being sent out of the country, and because their parents are highly influential people, they are trying to cover this thing up. And which leads me to my next point. The teachers, the administrators that know about these things and just keep quiet are even the bigger evil in this situation. A lot of the times they see kids get bullied, abused, just humiliated, have a terrible experience in these boarding schools, and they just keep quiet. And they are supposed to be the adults that are watching over the kids. Those people are even the bigger evil. A lot of this administrators or teachers will go out and try to make cover-up stories just because they don't want bad reputation on their school. So you can see, you will see a lot of people covering it up, not telling kids or bullying kids that, you know, if you got hurt or a senior beat you up, you should lie that you were doing sports, you fell down from your bunk bed, all those flimsy excuses that they will tell you to tell your parents so that it won't backfire on the school or the teachers or the matrons or patrons or the seniors themselves. Another point that I want to say, this is more focusing towards the schools themselves, is stop hiring people who can just read a textbook and pass that same information to kids that you call teachers. It is all too common that people who had no experience being in education, being teachers, being counselors to these kids, these people have zero experience on what it is to be an educator. There are a lot of people being hired in these schools who don't have the experience, and they're just the perpetrators allowing these things to happen, because some people are just like, I'm just here to work, collect my money, go home, I don't care. They really need to stop hiring people off the streets that just know how to read and write, and you're calling them teachers. This is also geared towards parents and guardians. Please do your research on what you are exposing your kids to when you send them to boarding schools. I hate the whole idea of just bullying, of humiliating children. Like, these kids are 10, 11 years old, away from their parents, and you have some motherfucker, this person that thinks that they're on top of the world. They think they are seniors, as well they're the presidents of the country, and you want to touch another person's child, and you have the nerve, dear country. I would try to put the link of where you can sign a petition to, you know, just bring justice for this boy. I had a friend who had a situation like this. He was telling me the story. He almost died. People thought he was gonna die. There are so many Sylvesters out there. There are so many that are on the brink. Just speak up. This is what happens when you just allow anybody and anyone to open a school that doesn't even follow the right system. They hire people. Teachers are underpaid. These people are underpaid. All the staff are underpaid. So they don't even give a shit when your kid is in trouble. They don't care. Share this video to administrators, just whoever that needs to watch this. Please share it to them. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. and I'll be back with more videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.